Good morning, and welcome to See You in the AM. Good to be back with you. Excited for today. It's not just See You in the AM, but it's also, as we've been plugging the past couple of days, where we're going to be launching today. I'm going to be doing the broadcast live for Closer Connection. That's at 2:45. Just a reminder to people, if they did not mark their calendars yet, 2:45 Eastern Time, and that's going to take place on my personal page, Ari Greenbaum. So go ahead and join us, please. The idea of the program is predominantly focused around interacting and getting the questions from people they want answered, or just the interactions. So again, building that connection, and that's thus the name Closer Connection. So join us today at 2:45. Encourage you to have some fun with it, and encourage you to learn from it as well. Has been our topic for the past couple days. I do hope that you did check out the blog post that I put out yesterday in regards to learning from everything we see, everything we encounter, tied into what we were talking about in yesterday's program for See You in the AM. So without further ado, let's get started with today's program. It's a Q&A session, which I know we're going to be doing at the 2:45 Closer Connection, but as we are consistent here, the second C, want to follow through with our Tuesday and Thursday question and answer. Today we have a question that is tied to everything we've been learning, so that's why I chose it as a great question to encompass into the See You in the AM program. This is coming from someone that says they are in internet advertising sales, and they said that there's constantly new ways, new methods to advertise, as well as a lot of new players in the market, new companies that come about. And he says every year, it's just the list continues to grow. So he writes, how do you suggest not being overwhelmed and consumed with being an expert like you talked about the other day? So obviously this question was sent in follow-up when on Monday I was addressing the concept of constantly learning, becoming an expert, as we talked about. So it's an excellent question, and I just wanted to go ahead and address some ideas here. Again, there's the old saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. And I talked about this when we first started the See You in the AM program, that we're going to cover a lot of things, and it's critical not to get overwhelmed and try to do everything at once. You got to choose different areas that you want to work on, or individual areas, and continue to strive to be better. So we can take that same exact concept and apply it over here when it comes to learning. You can't learn everything. So in my personal opinion, what's worked for me and what I would suggest to others is you got to create a plan, a dedicated time management plan for everything, but specifically for learning. Dedicating time for daily sections or hour or whatever works for you to gain knowledge. Now, it's not just to have a time slot, but also to have a plan of what it is you're looking to accomplish during that time. So that way you're using the time efficiently. So every single piece of knowledge, again, you're going to have endless amounts. Like you said, there's tons of new methods. There's also tons of new companies. You can continually learn about things. But if right now, today, for example, I chose, the hour today I'm going to spend is I'm going to research some new companies, and I'm going to find the first three that I find. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do some research about them, really know them inside out, understand their products a little better. So that way, when I'm doing a contrast or comparison, when I'm trying to build value in my product or service versus others, I'm going to be successful in doing so because I'll be more knowledgeable. So again, having a plan of what it is that you are wanting to learn during that time, so therefore you can be focused or laser focused on that. But again, you are not going to get it all at once. But every bit of knowledge that you gain is going to make you better for your next call, or the next time you encounter something that requires that knowledge and you already have acquired that knowledge for yourself. You'll be able to then use it. Because as we said, it's not just about learning. It's about the learning and the application of the knowledge. So becoming an expert is not just so you could go ahead and claim or put a check mark in the box of expert. It's so you can use that, so therefore you could help to meet people's needs, help solve problems, and more importantly, gain that trust that an expert is going to gain through their knowledge and imparting that on the people they're speaking with. So again, like we said, Rome was not built in a day, and you got to keep that mentality when it comes to self-growth, self-improvement, personal development, etc. You can't do it all at once. You can't tackle everything. That's overwhelming, and people tend to get, I don't want to use the term burnt out, but burnt out from working on those things. So you got to do bit by bit, not overwhelm yourself, and again, over time, you will continue to be gaining knowledge. And again, no one knows everything. There's not a person out there in the world that knows everything. So keep that in mind and use that as encouragement for yourself, and you'll continue to strive to be better. Now, a perfect quote to wrap things up for today that ties directly to the statement I just made that you can't do everything. So this comes from David Allen. He's the author of a book that is about time management called Getting Things Done. And he says, very short and sweet, you can do anything, but not everything. So again, stay focused, stay motivated, understand it's, a process, it's a journey, and continue to strive to be great, continue to make yourself better every day with all the choices that we make and taking advantage in a positive way of the opportunities that present to us. Have an awesome day, successful day. Typically I say I'll see you in the AM, but for many of you, I'll be seeing you in a couple of hours. Again, 2:45, looking forward to it with our first episode ever of a live broadcast of Closer Connection. And I'll look forward again, for those that are not going to be joining us there, tomorrow to seeing you on our Friday episode of See You in the AM. Have a successful day. See you then.